start oi. Oi. 240. All right, about to start episode 241. I feel bad again.
Tim, what was that website that had the different...
I can ask cheeseburger.
Oh!
Newgrounds?
Sponsored by their challenge rating?
Oh, Kobold Fight Club.
Because, hold on, I'm gonna mute for just 1 second because I have to ask a dumb question. I'm too embarrassed.
That was a death knight, by the way. For those
really?
curious, yeah.
It was very heard.
You guys killed it real good, though.
We killed it.
It didn't even make... It was like 2 rounds. Like, slightly more than 2 rounds.
Death Knights are strong, but we killed it.
You killed it so hard.
Did you fudge any numbers? Like, oh, these guys are doing so bad.
I didn't fudge any numbers.
It's okay if you did.
I know, and I will, but this time I didn't.
I'm gonna go make sure the baby's still pooping.
You still pooping?
I left her on the toilet.
I wish Toby would have been banished longer.
Yeah. You did a good job.
Jaela did that bucket of damage. A lot of damage out of Rowan, too, though.
I did so much damage. I've never done so much damage in my entire life.
Now there's 2 damage dealers in the party.
I know. It's so exciting.
Well, now,
Fuck shit up.
after this is over, you know, you don't have to be the damage dealer if you don't want to be.
Yeah, it's true.
He says, with a,
If you don't want to.
you know,
Immediately.
you don't have to.
Really don't.
It'd be fine.
Can
Maybe you could just talk yourself out of situations. I get Danny, I get Swifty, Hoodie.
Get Swifty.
Probably
I
not.
want him to shit on the floor.
I still need to see the new season of Richard Morty.
Me neither.
We
You know
did
what?
not watch
You know
any
what's
that I think,
fun?
like,
If somebody clicks
Yeah, that's
and
nothing.
goes to our GeeklyInc store on T-Fury, and then they're
Uh-huh.
like, this is all bullshit, and then they go buy a Rick and Morty shirt, we still get like $1.
Hell yeah, baby.
so use our link to go shop for
It
whatever.
says what
you
page
want.
it's on right here.
Also, there's
Oh.
affiliated links on Amazon as well. From the
Link
website.
Dog. Yeah, we have a TeePublic store. Go there, buy shit.
We've
Please.
sold a lot
And
of T-shirts. Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
get like we get like 20 cents for each one because they're like $14.
Yeah.
Like it's perpetually on sale at like $14. But we sold a lot of shirts, so there's gonna be a lot of our shit out there, which is fun.
Yeah.
And the artist gets money, which is
Yes,
makes us feel better.
yes, that's
Yes,
very
it's like a good way to do it because it's like, well, it's partially our like brain material and their talents, so it's like, yeah, everyone gets paid for it.
Yeah, and there's that big pig thing.
Oh my god, so good! I need to
Big
buy
pigs,
that. I need to go buy that for my
all
own
the
self.
Sayer shirts, which are pretty cool.
good. A lot of
Those are cool
Sayers.
designs.
Carly made
Oh
a
my
bunch
god,
of those.
Oh yeah.
Doki Doki Space Boyfriend.
She did
Say what
make
you will about Adam Bash. That Sayers is cool.
Okay, I'm keeping some surprises for you guys for my character. A little, well, not. I mean, Michael's seen my character sheet, but I have a thing that I can do, and I'm really excited about busting it out when the time comes.
I kind of want to get a Sayer shirt. I don't know what the towers are.
Get the one with my face on it, Tim.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Are you the
Yeah,
curly
oh,
haired
nice.
one that looks like Ash?
Yes, that was me.
How many? I'm a young pope, but this is an old shirt.
I need the bigger the pig, the closer to God, real bad.
Yeah, that one
I need to
barely makes sense to be on our store, but you know.
GeeklyInc.com
Oh, I'm gonna
/shop.
upload. Yes, I'm
So-
gonna upload the welcome design. Or, is there a better way to do it than just
No, there's no
Arial?
better way to do it. So I haven't actually said anything about it, but I uploaded the original Drunks and Dragons logo, which I don't think has
Oh.
ever been on sale before. I don't know if we've ever
nice.
done
Even
a
the
t-shirt
no,
for that.
yeah, because the first Kickstarter wasn't. It was the other one that
Yeah.
Azog made.
Was just looking at that one because I want to buy shirts,
It's a pretty cool
t-shirts, crew neck.
It's a good shirt. Yeah, I want to. Wait, does it come in a tank top?
Yeah, I think so.
Mama always needs a tank top.
Get a
Tank tops
V.
are so good.
I need it for the gym. I gotta look right.
I'm
Yes,
gonna get a
there's
premium
definitely a tank top.
relaxed
There's a
Premium
onesie.
relaxed.
Mike
for
Brock.
husky boys.
You can buy a
Yeah,
Junction Dragons pillow, Junction Dragons tote bag.
Nice.
I put the shirts
I'll
on my
put that.
body, a baby thing. I might buy that for Bachmann's baby.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I wish they would let you put the logo on both sides of the mug. I think it only goes on one side.
But
yeah.
this sticker is fucking dope.
Stickers
Are they
great.
really cut out like that?
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen one, but yeah. What is that noise you're making?
What might call it a Jennifer laugh?
Do you guys know there's a creature called a sea hag in D&D, and it has a move called Horrific Appearance?
That's really funny.
Any humanoid that starts his turn within 30 feet of the hag. You can see the hag's true form. Must make a DC 11 wisdom saving.
That's like living with you.
It's me.
It'd be a fun joke to say that's you without makeup, but you're actually very pretty without makeup.
That's you fucking know. That's the correct thing to say.
All girls are, and I'm going to go the opposite direction. Girls are ugly if they put on any makeup on.
Oh, that's not. That's
kidding.
definitely a
What
thing.
the
that people-
I feel like that's I feel like you're doing a bad
You're,
thing.
you're without makeup. Like number one, dudes do not know what makeup looks like.
Yeah. It's like, I have a lot of makeup on, you just don't realize it.
because I'm good at it.
Oh, we like real girls. Like the girl from RuPaul's Drag Race that has the...
Look, Trixie Mattel.
Yeah. That's a bare face.
Trixie's my favorite. But
I'm-
also
I'm the
content.
10% of men that think that Trixie's face is always
Is
like
real.
that without makeup.
I'm trying to trick the chat room into buying stuff by clicking on different t-shirts and just looking at them. Look how pretty this pink Junction Dragon shirt is. It's nice.
Yeah. So if you're an artist out there and you want to make sweet mill, make a really good design, and then you'll make upwards of $18.
This Puddlefoot shirt. Oh,
That's a great.
man, that's
Yeah, you need
dope.
to. Did you get Jesse set up? 'Cause didn't he? or-
Jesse is set
he-
up. He's a beautiful boy, and he's set up. Even though he doesn't have my boy doesn't have a computer, but he still figured it out.
No.
I'll go to the library.
I love him. I love
He's
Jesse so
good.
much.
You know, all the art he's ever sent me, he's painted and then fucking mailed it to me, and I love him so much.
It's like, all right, tell me if you have any edits to it. It's like, all right, I guess I'll mail it back.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking genius. I
Yeah,
love him
no,
so
we need to
much.
like pay for weekly content or something like that.
Oh, we definitely.
Give clandestine
Okay,
tattoos.
I'm gonna go to the restroom real fast before we start.
You always saw our time looking at hags.
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna tweet about it too.
I gotta get Jesse's his skull shirt up. That's so good.
Yeah,
That's just a
Harry
good
Potter-
shirt. The Harry
I
Potter
want
one.
that one, please, so I can buy
Weren't
that.
you supposed to get one?
I
Yeah.
think like most
Did
of us
you not
left
get
ours
one?
inside the Jesus house.
No.
Well, I'll make sure you
I
get
kept
one.
waiting for it to come up into the store so I could get one.
I'll make sure you get one.
Bring it
When
to
it-
Philly. Oh wait,
Tim,
I
when
won't
is
be there.
Battle Chaser supposed to come out for Switch?
what?
When is Battle Chaser supposed to come out?
It
for
says
Switch?
December 31st, which means
Which means I have
Who
no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Guys, the Switch is so good.
I
It's
want
very
one.
good.
I put one on my public Amazon wish list.
we're gonna get yelled at by Twitch people because a girl mentioned her Amazon wish list. They're gonna freaking yell. Did you see that dude that got fucked with? That was like just going on. I don't want to talk about it.
I've been playing this hot new game called The Legend of Zelda. And
Uh-huh.
Is it the Breath of Time or
The
something?
Breath of the Wild, it's
Yeah.
it's very good.
Weird. I've
think-
been playing Mario, but not that much.
I don't have Mario
I got
yet.
like 550 moons in Mario, and then I was like, I should probably just chill out for a bit. And now
Yeah,
I'm playing
I
Doom.
played tons of Stardew. Got really far into
Yeah, I
it.
saw you had like 90 hours in Stardew or something.
I'm afraid
really?
to get started because I've put a lot of time into that already.
Yeah.
I
Everybody's
really
surprised
want
with
it.
that.
I also have that on my Amazon wish list.
Yeah, no, like I was playing Battle Chasers because I got a code for it, and it was really fun. I liked it a lot, and I tweeted about it a couple times. So in my mind, that's content. Then I was like, I need to wait for this on Switch, and I'll buy it myself so as to not make the PR company mad at me. Even though I'm really bad at fulfilling them, but they still give me stuff. So I love
The Doom port is really good.
I have Doom for PC, so I don't really.
I mean, I also have Doom for PC, but I have a child at home, so
Doom.
I need to be able to play Doom in the bathroom. Is basically like my deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that playing Mario wasn't too painful in undocked mode. Some games are. Stardew like puts my feeties on my hands to sleep really bad. But
It's really weird.
Fire Emblem, while really fun, I can't play undocked, which makes me sad.
I'm really surprised there's no third-party just beefy ass Joy-Cons for people with weird carpal tunnel hands.
Is the
Yeah,
Fire
definitely.
Emblem just like a shitty fucking
Dynasty Warriors?
game?
Yeah.
But it's good because you make them kiss.
You don't make them kiss, you make them talk, but their talking is funny.
But they can fuck,
And
too.
then they fight 1,000 people.
Well, yeah. Well, they can because, parents...
You don't have kids, though.
You get their... Well, yeah, I know, because you get the kids later on.
I don't
Because
think
there's,
so.
kids in
Are
it.
you in Warriors?
Yeah, the kids are just there. They don't.
No, I
they
just
don't
mean
fuck.
throughout all of the Fire
Oh
Emblems.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You start the game with the kids.
Yeah.
And you can't make them fuck. You just make them buddies.
The game really weirded me out because it'd be like I played Awakening and the whole I was like, we did this whole Lucina Marth bullshit already. Why are you acting like you've never heard of this before? I get that it's a parallel storyline, but
Yeah, it's
it was boring the shit out of me.
yeah, the story's pretty bad. It's kind of grindy.
I liked the strategy side of it.
Yeah, they do a good job of making
Play.
those levels decent.
Fire Emblems every day on my phone. Because I still play the phone game.
It's a good game.
You need to get the waifu simulator. All right, we should start before I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or throw up.
Either
Okay.
of those sound awful, so let's go.
All right, does everyone have Audacity going?
Yes.
But
Well,
I
we
closed it.
have it
I closed
open.
out of everything.
Could you
If
open
you're in
it
the
back up?
Twitch and you're going to PAX Unplugged, we're going to Destination Dogs on 8 p.m. on Saturday in Philly. Destination Dogs. Look it up.
Is Slater when something's in print, or is that?
Or Slander Reliable. I think Slander is in print and libels spoken. I don't remember.
I have to tweet the Destination Dogs
I'm
thing.
gonna make a
Yeah.
joke about it.
Is it just a hot dog stand?
Yes. There's a newspaper on
What time?
defamation or slander.
Friday?
What?
Libel is written.
Libel's written.
Timothy, Friday, what time?
Saturday,
Great.
8 p.m.
Saturday, 8 p.m.
Mhm.
Rat.
Destination Doge. Remember that meme?
Oh my gosh, that is the best meme.
Yeah.
Um,
Doge.
all right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're recording.
Speak for yourself.
Recording.
We're recording. So wow, isn't that
Much
good?
recording.
Extreme? I don't remember. I'm sick.
Do you guys love stale ass memes?
I want the meme to be just dry as hell. Just used by everyone's meme on Facebook.
Chocolate Rain.
Oh, that's a really old one.
I bring my face away from it to breathe.
Oh man, that's good. Chocolate Rain, love it.
Michael, you don't know what chocolate rain is, bitch.
What's your internet like right now, Michael? Because I feel like that was delayed quite a bit.
It's probably not good. Probably not good at all. Or maybe it's just my brain. I'm a little drunk and sick, so everything's going great.
Just having a good old time.
It's having a great time, you
Wait,
guys.
where did all my books go? It's in my books. I need my tomes.
Oh,
You give me the
Yeah,
face.
I went upstairs and Carrie showed me a hot new burping technique she learned on Pinterest. And let me tell you guys, it is a game changer.
Please,
That's
don't.
not
Can you
fair.
do it to me?
I hate this.
I'm always trying to do the over the shoulder pat the back, to get that burp out, but it never works. And she's got this little this grip where you just you grab them just
Like a football?
well no,
You pop them?
in between
You
your
pop
hands, their their head like here, just like you grab their chin, and then you got the butt,
Yeah.
and then you kind of just do this business, and they just chill out and
You
just
bop
just
'em.
burp like hell. I've heard of you putting them on their bellies on your knees and kind of like tapping their back.
And then
Play
you
the
just
piano.
twist.
That's how we get the parts out. And then we're-
Oh, that's different than the burps.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Somebody make a
Okay.
supercut about all the times I talk about Amelia's farts, and I'll play it at her graduation party.
She'll love it.
Someone in the chat just said I lived in New Jersey, which
Sure, let him
I
believe
have.
it.
I have.
That's how you get murdered when
He's
people
in
find out the truth.
Rochester.
I grew up in New Jersey, but I live in the worst part of New York, if some would say.
It's pretty around there.
You can take the boy out of New Jersey, but you can't take the New Jersey out of the boy. He's walking there.
Gross.
All right, here we go. This is gonna be great.
Starting.
Get this
We're
cough
starting.
I'm so sorry to whoever's editing this.
I think this one is David.
I
Yeah,
think
sorry, David.
I'm not sure anymore.
Did
Yeah.
we hit play?
Oh, no, this is Steph. I thought
Yeah.
there were,
No, because she asked this morning.
I thought she did. Anyway, who cares?
We'll figure it out later.
Greetings, adventurers. You have joined us for another episode of the Drunks and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master, Michael DiMauro, and with me is Tim Lanning,
Hey, everybody. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Jennifer Cheek,
Hey, everyone.
Mike Bachmann,
I'm a rare form of conjoined twin where I got the top half of the body and I've got my brother's got the bottom half. You can't prove me wrong.
and Nika Howard.
Hey guys, I am here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. How's everyone doing? I'm still sick because we recorded the other
On
one
the
but
same-
an hour ago.
I miss you so much.
I feel like we've just been in a real
been so long.
D&D recording.
Oh my God.
Trip.
I
Something-
played
we did it a
Nika and Michael played D&D for like 8 hours.
Y'all crazy.
On,
So many hours.
I was
5
like
hours
reading.
is too
I read
long.
like half a book in the background while y'all did that.
Yeah,
I
and Jennifer and I are
watched
playing
you.
D&D right now, and then we're playing D&D tomorrow. So yeah, I'm playing
Man.
like 14 hours of D&D this week.
How
A
is
friggin' dream.
how is everyone's Thanksgiving?
What?
I
Are you
think-
serious?
Maybe.
I think you're right. I think it's like December now, right?
I don't.
Gosh.
It's the month of Santa Claus.
It
I
was-
probably
is-
embarrassed myself again.
Do you guys
I don't know.
remember several weeks ago when technically most of us were all in Philadelphia together?
Oh,
that was
man.
so
Oh, yeah,
fun.
man.
But-
I had a good time.
didn't- My brother didn't have a good time at Thanksgiving because he's never tasted of turkey. He was born without a head. Meanwhile, I don't have a butt, so
You're living the life.
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we didn't mention being in Philadelphia last episode, even though we had gone already. But you know,
Yeah.
it was too new.
It was
for
too
us.
new. Yeah, we
We
wanted to
didn't-
like think about it for a little
Yeah,
bit.
we didn't want Nika and Mike Bachman to feel bad because they
Yeah,
I don't.
They would have friggin' cried.
But now we do want them to feel bad this week.
yeah,
this week, yeah, they wronged us during this week, so now
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
we're trying to
They know
adjust
they
the
did.
knife.
I didn't even get to eat real Thanksgiving dinner. It's fine.
No.
because no one bought her a Switch, which is on her Amazon wish list. Now we're recording this on November 13th, which I like to do. What? What's everyone want for Christmas?
A Nintendo Switch available on my public Amazon wish
Oh
list.
my god.
I want a waterproof. I want a waterproof speaker so I can listen to podcasts
Oh
in
my
the nude
God.
in the shower.
I want this too because Tim stresses me out because he just puts his phone on the edge of the bathtub, like as if it's not going to immediately fall into the shower.
I also want a Sonos.
I don't know. I don't want things.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
want those SteelSeries, the Arctis 3 Bluetooth headphones that have the line in and the Bluetooth also, so that you can make up for the Switch's lack of voice chat.
Oh, okay. I know that would do that.
Nice. Classic.
Michael, what do you want?
I wish I wanted things. I feel like
No,
I
I'm
have
the same.
too
I
many
can't ever
things.
think of what to get.
Michael,
Like, I don't,
you must want something, even if it's for those around you.
The will to live.
Yeah, that would
not
help.
possible.
A fleshlight. One of those red dragon flesh.
World peace.
Okay.
I want more JoJo figurines.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody buy me the Killer Queen. It's on my Amazon.
Can I go back to Japan? I'll go back to Japan and get those for you. See you later.
Killer Queen.
So that was our holiday gift guide recommendation. So get all those things for your friends. I'm sure they're very specifically would like all those specific things.
Yeah. Get your mom a Killer Queen figurine.
Yeah.
I should say that I've been using dndbeyond.com a lot, and man, it's so good.
Yeah, I just used it today. It didn't have an artificer, which I was trying to do, but besides that, everything else was like super fun.
It just makes everything so easy.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to I'm so used to now having to like actually update my character sheet, which has been good for me because then I learned more how my character's built. But man, it used to be dope back in the day, just be like, level me up.
Click.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rolled.
And that's when I didn't know what I was doing though.
Yeah.
But now you can do that again on dndbeyond.com.
dndbeyond.com. I should probably put Toby in dndbeyond.com.
You should.
Yeah.
We don't have, I don't have access to it, so I will just keep my PDF.
I can give you.
I mean, you have access to it. It's just that you
I don't
there
have
is
any of
some
the
stuff.
login information.
No, you do.
Anybody
You just don't
can
have
get
the-
a free account.
The beef version that Michael and I have.
We have gotten beefy versions. Thank you, Greg Tito and Wizards of the Coast for doing that. But boy, it makes it easier.
Yeah.
You can just look shit up on your computer.
Yeah. We've probably already ran Tomb of Annihilation, but I assume it was fun. I don't know. Heck, it's been a lot of fun reading it. It's the first time I've ever tried to actually run a module. And I know, Michael, you said, Michael, you said you ran it for your kids, and it was like a little weird because you're like...
I ran like one session, so it's not weird. It's great. It's just it's a super different way to do it than making it all up yourself.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Anyways, it's all there for you if you want to
Yeah.
not have to deal with all that crap.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna roll d20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a lot more new shirts on our store, and I love you.
I guess I gotta keep rolling with my dice that was doing so good last time.
Yeah, man. The loud one.
The really loud one.
Where did we get that?
May have bought it at PAX East, actually. I rolled a 15.
I can't wait to get my paws on those sweet GeeklyCon premium dice that have like our
Those
logo
look so
on
good.
it. That's so good.
I'm gonna freaking kiss them.
Say, I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
I wouldn't do that though.
What'd the rest of you jabronis get?
I got a 13.
I got a 13.
All right. What'd you get, Timmy?
A 14.
Wow.
Shit.
All around the same. Well, I guess it's me then.
Oh, dang.
All right. Well, last week we were in a horrid cave, and we came upon our good friend Denton's former teacher, whose name I will tell you in just 1 second once I pull up my notes.
Sophina Gadriel.
Sophina Gadriel.
Gadriel?
Sophina. My phone just decided to
Gadriel?
die. She is not so much alive anymore. She's undead, which was a problem for us because she really wanted to fight us. There was a floating sword that we haven't really resolved that part of things yet. But yeah, I will say Rowan underestimated our friend Sophina, and she brought a good deal of pain upon several of our friends. Toby got banished. What was it again? I keep wanting to call
The
it
Demi plane.
I keep wanting to call it the
Demi-plane,
Shadow
yeah.
Realm, but it's not what it is.
The upside down.
Yeah, he popped away and he popped back eventually once we knocked her around.
It was
enough.
a womb. I didn't know what happened.
Jaela did extreme pain upon our non-friend Sophina. Steve got arrowed in the butt, or he got stabbed in the butt.
Stabbed in the butt.
A lot of things happened to his butt that
Steve was not having a good time. Jerry died and came back. And then eventually Rowan hit Sophina with a lightning arrow, and Toby, the mask. That was really good too. Toby
Did good.
Toby put a really scary dragon scale mask on Sophina, and then she finally got lightninged unto death.
Yes.
So now we're in this room with the stench of death surrounding us and a floating sword.
A floating, strange, magical sword.
Yes. I think that's where we left off.
You're in this sort of smallish room. There's kind of a sort of platform in the middle where this monster was kind of slumped over. There's a desk with a bunch of like stuff on it, like pots of ink and writing implements. There's a whole wall of books. There's little beakers and flasks and things like that. And it looks like maybe this was the home of a terrible lich for a while.
Can I do an investigation check to friggin' look at all these books?
Yeah, of course. What is everyone doing? Everyone
Oh, I
say
think
what you're
Toby's-
doing.
Toby doing that first. He's investigating.
Denton is weeping loudly.
Oh yeah, that's
He's
right. I forgot about that
blubbering.
part.
What was his books?
I think
That was his. It was his teacher. And he's sad.
Oh, it was.
That is true. Hold on.
I got a 19 to investigate.
Okay.
Can I do like a perception just to look around the room and see anything that would be from the lich specifically? Like if it would give us any clues about him?
Certainly.
I got a 14 plus 7, so a 21.
Okay. Steve, Rowan.
What kind of a role? Like, what kind of a check would you do to like try to comfort somebody?
Charisma?
Sleight of hand.
like a persuasion.
Hey, stop being sad.
Intimidation.
Yeah, it would probably be a persuasion.
Yeah. Okay. So Rowan kind of walks over to Denton and she crouches down on the ground beside him and she just kind of like rubs his back a little bit, and then she, from somewhere in her get up, produces a small vial, and she's like, "Drink up, buddy." And what's in the vial? Who knows? Is it drugs? Is it alcohol?
Is it water?
Is it a sedative? Who can say? Is it weed juice?
He's like, oh, what is this? What are you giving me? I'm so sad.
Can I roll medicine?
Sure.
Do you not know what it is?
I can't remember. Rowan knows it's that good stuff, but
A medicine check to remember what it is? I love D&D.
15.
I don't know what it is.
Wait, shut up, Tim. What did you say, Michael?
I don't know what it is, so I can't tell you what it is.
Damn it! I was hoping you just tell me. No, it's like a sedative, like a herbal situation.
You invented a...
It's like the opposite of a 5-hour energy.
You just roofied him.
Just a little, I gave him like a Valium or
Milk
something.
of a poppy.
Yeah.
Are we talking
Okay.
like a passing out kind of sedative, or is he just
no,
like
just like
mellow?
let him chill.
What is this?
It's a weed juice.
It's a weed juice.
He's like, what is this? Oh, whatever. Life has no meaning. And he drinks
No.
it. And he's like, what did you give?
It's that depression water from.
Except he doesn't. His voice doesn't actually slow down. It just sounds to him like it does.
Yeah. Oh my
sweating.
god. And he-
Oh, Michael, you can't.
and he's like waving his hand back and forth in front of his face and just like staring at it.
And the best part about this is that Rowan is like, I did a good thing. She gets up and leaves him alone so that she can go retrieve her arrows from his teacher. And she's like, it takes a little bit to get them out because they're pretty deep in. So she's got her foot up like on the what, she wasn't a lich, right? What was she?
Death Knight.
A Death Knight, and just like pulling them out.
Okay, you do that.
Denton quietly and slowly
I wanna
weeps.
I wanna have some words with Denton if I may.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I come up to Denton and I put an arm around him. If he were to look at me, he would see that both of my arms are free. It's just an arm that I happen to have with me that I just have to his shoulder. And I pull out a small bird cage, that I carry with me at all times. I say, Denton, just gonna take a look in this cage.
Ooh.
You see these? You see all these birds in here? Some of which are dead. Most will be soon. This cage, small birds fly into it, but once they're there, they can never leave.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, and when you think about it, that's a little bit like the situation that your teacher was in. You know, she was in an undead bird cage of sorts, and she got a chance that these birds will never have. You know, we set her free.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Nice.
The
It's
birds.
actually not a bad point.
At least you're not in my cage.
Oh,
Right now.
and my persuasion's bad. First roll's 11. Second roll 17.
He seems to calm down a bit, and he's like, "Thanks.
I want to hear him do his muttering in this low voice.
That means a lot.
In his weed voice.
I can't believe she's gone."
Nika's dying. I think this is so awful.
Remember that Jennifer did this to you, not me.
Can I take her?
She invented a vial of goo that none of us knew she had, asked us what it was, and then I try not to make a bigger deal of it, but that was like the most confusing thing you've ever done.
I don't know why you're giving me such a hard time right
I
now.
loved it, and we should all be doing that.
It's better to ask forgiveness and permission.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just go where the muse takes me, and the muse takes me to weed juice
And
or whatever.
I am like inspired because now I'm like, here, I have a licorice. Remember?
So
Okay, but the thing is that Rowan is a type of person that would be like, this has got to be helpful. I do not remember what it is or where I got it from, but I'm sure it's the good stuff.
Yeah,
I
no,
made
love
a
it.
mental note that this is a good thing to give to somebody.
Yeah,
It's in the
but
blue
she's
bottle.
gonna use it for herself at
Yeah,
some point.
She
so.
digs into her leathers and then finds another blue bottle, and she's like, oh, shit.
Uh-oh. And she pulls the sticker up, and it looks like a skull instead of like a smiley face. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's one of those. She killed him.
So Toby finds several magical tomes in this bookshelf,
I love him.
and Jaela finds in the desk a small silver key.
Oh, I pick it up.
Okay, you have a small silver key.
I tell everyone, guys, I found the small silver key. It might open a door.
Or a chest. Is that sword
I
still
don't know.
floating weirdly?
Yes, it is.
Can we take it? Take it, Toby.
Okay. I'm definitely not going to touch it, but I really want to know what it is. Ooh, gosh, I want to touch it.
It's a rapier, just FYI.
Do you have detect magic?
I do. I do that. And I do it as a ritual, as the rest of us are just chilling. So, yeah, detect magic on the rapier, brother.
Doesn't that essentially just ask you if it's magic or not, or tell you if it's magic or not?
And then, like, the type of magic.
Yeah.
I can do identify also.
The floating sword is actually magical,
Good to know.
and I'm trying to find if it says what kind of magic it is, but I don't see anything.
Well, if it was just, like, necrotic or something, like if I felt like a darkness to it, or...
There's a
They're like,
little
"Ooh."
A and a triangle next to it. Does that mean? Oh, no, that means it needs to attune it. Never mind.
That means Antifa.
Hell yeah.
It is the sword of Antifa.
Well, I'm going to grab it with my mage hand and start
You-
wiggling it, see what it does.
It just kind of wiggles.
It touches it, and then the mage hand immediately flicks the,
Hell yeah.
the bird.
Steve,
The mage hand's been radicalized.
Steve, what if you... I have an idea. Steve, what if you use one of your extra arms to grab it, and then if shit starts to go bad, Jaela can cut that arm off?
Yeah.
I mean, does Steve want to do identify?
Yeah, I do want to do identify.
Okay.
It takes 1 minute, so everybody just will have a minute of silence.
Took me
Do you
10
have to
minutes.
roll anything, or do you just get to identify it?
I must touch it throughout the casting, and that's all I need to do.
he's just handling this thing.
Is it cool? If I touch it, what happens?
You touch it, and it just kind of vibrates a little bit, and you can feel it wanting to attune itself to you.
Oh man, this is Blood Drinker 2.
So it does require attunement. It requires attunement.
You realize that it is a dancing sword.
It's a dancing sword.
So it's a rapier that essentially you can, whoever is the possessor of it, as a bonus action, they can sort of release it, and then it goes and attacks shit for like 4 rounds, and then it wants to come back to you. And just as a bonus action, it can make a sword attack.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
So we just got a cool sword.
Oh, rad.
It's a cool sword.
I love it.
Well,
So, Steve, are you gonna keep it or?
I mean, I don't know who it's for.
Well, we killed the owner.
Can I give it to my baby?
this is Zena's sword.
I mean, Zena wouldn't even have to she wouldn't have to swing it. She'd just have to let it go.
Steve, I'm just a man grown, but I think you should stop bringing your baby on these dangerous missions.
I mean, I've only brought her on one.
I know.
It's a continuing mission.
I mean, she's doing great right now. She
So
loves it.
boldly go where no baby has gone before.
So
What
it
type
is
of weapon
it
is it? Do we have to have proficiency or whatever?
It's a rapier, so it's a dexterity-based weapon.
Ooh, that sounds like a Rowan thing.
Man.
Okay.
And it uses your attack stats.
I go to toss it to Rowan, and it starts trying to attack it.
So Toby finds a spell book
Okay.
with a number of spells which he has never seen before.
What the fuck? Toby, your mouth.
What the fuck?
Wow, I've never.
No, these spells shouldn't exist.
I've heard.
Where's my goddamn pin?
Toby? Wow, dude.
What is... Toby's gone.
Wanna play it?
Toby Lanning is gone.
What are you saying to me?
I'm saying shit to you. I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna let you pick spells that you like.
Okay, so just give me like a range. I'll pick them
Yeah.
for you, brother.
That's what I'm trying to look up. What are the possibilities? But I'm very bad at flipping through books, as you can see. Okay. So it has 1 7th level spell, 1 6th level spell, 1 5th level spell, and then 2 spells of the rest, 4th through 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of shit.
That's too many.
It's a lot
Now I'm
of
gonna have to
spells.
start preparing spells. It's too confusing.
I'm trying to mess with you. And then you also
Oh my gosh!
you also
wow.
find a bunch of other magical tomes, as well as so you find a manual of bodily health.
Manual of bodily health.
Yes. Which essentially can increase someone's constitution score by 2
Ooh.
Wow.
Permanent?
That's really nice.
permanently. Yep.
Wow.
Ooh.
Who gets that?
Who needs that con?
Well, I need.
I already have a dancing sword, so
Yeah.
I'm all set.
And also
How about you guys?
also a tome of leadership and influence, which
Oh.
is essentially the same thing except charisma.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Someone needs some charisma too, though, right?
That's me. Guys, these are all my books.
Toby, these are not all your books.
I found them.
There's also a manual of iron golems, which essentially
Whoa.
What?
teaches you how to create a iron golem.
Oh, I definitely get this one. You guys have the other two.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
No, I will beat you, fool.
Toby's
I wanna make
so
brothers.
salty these days.
Eat my butt.
Oh, rude, Toby.
I'm gonna name this golem Toby.
Oh, now you have too many creatures named Toby.
And this isn't a book. It's next to. It's on a hook next to the
Is one of us writing
Bookshelf.
this down?
I did.
Oh, I wrote down.
I assume that we'll just never hear about any of this again.
I want to keep
I didn't write
track.
down identify.
I wrote it because
I
it's
wrote-
mine.
Yeah.
You also find a robe that has a number of stars on it.
Robe of Stars.
What is it?
It's a robe of stars.
Can I cast Identify?
Sure.
I do it.
Okay, it's a robe of stars.
Oh, okay, I just want to see if it tells me. Do I have it, and then I can look up? And DM guide or whatever?
It's a black or blue robe embroidered with small white or silver stars. Let's say they're silver.
nice.
And it gives you a +1 bonus to saving throws while you wear it.
Okay.
The 6 stars are located. It doesn't matter where. As an action, you can pull off one of the stars and use it to cast a magic missile at 5th level.
Whoa!
Daily at dusk, 1d6 of the removed stars reappear on the robe.
That's rad.
And while you wear the robe, you can use an action to enter the astral plane.
Whoa!
Fucking cool.
Guys, can I have this? You nerds can fight over the charisma and the constitution one.
I mean, at first I kind of wanted it because it just seemed like a cool like lounge robe, but
And
I don't need all. That's too much for me.
And Steve, here, I want you to have this.
What?
It's the Iron Golem book.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I would like to borrow it at some point.
No!
Well, Bachmann, I assume, are you a constitution-based character? Or do you have good con?
I've got 8 con, yeah.
You have, oh, do you live or die off
No,
of
I
con?
looked at the wrong number. No, 15 con.
Okay.
I can use con for if we want to get metagame. They're all sitting around there as I'm casting Identify on the thing. They're like, well, whenever I get hit, I have to make Constitution saving throws or whatever, however you'd say that in world. And I use con for that. But do you get other than that? What now that Elutra's gone? Who's going to be the big beefy who stands in the way?
Not Rowan.
Toby, are you serious?
Is it you?
Yes.
I don't know. You should just cut stuff, not take damage.
Oh, did you see?
I take a lot of damage.
She took a lot of damage.
Then fine, take this Constitution book.
No. I can use the charisma. The spells and stuff that I have are charisma based. I was just wondering, just talking out, who needed it?
Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, there's
what
4
con
of you and there's 5 items.
do we have an
Just to
extra?
throw that
Or
out
we
there.
can give some to Denton.
Denton's
We're
like,
not gonna.
Denton's like, I'm just sitting here.
Shut up.
You're not getting shit. I already gave you
So
something.
I got this
I
spell-
gave you drugs.
I got the massive spell books, and then the Robe of Stars, which is really cool. I gave Steve the Manual of Iron Golem. Rowan got the Dancing Sword.
Yes.
Who and you use Charisma for?
Spells. Yeah.
Okay, so you get that. Hey guys, how about this? What if we rolled a D6 or something, and one of us 4 got the Constitution thing, or a D4 even.
Okay. Rowan is 1.
Toby's 2.
I'll be 3.
Steve.
That'd be 4.
Okay. All right. Whoever gets it. Oh boy.
Who's gonna get it?
Xeno will be 5.
I really want to make this cheat. It's 1. That's you, nerd.
Whoop, whoop. Rowan
Woo.
gets 2 con.
2 con. I
I
assume
just-
you have to read it, so probably can't use it till the end of
Okay.
this.
Yeah, you can just hold on to it too if you.
Yeah. Guys,
But I don't want to what do you call it? Equip it yet?
it was on Equip. You read it, and then after you get done reading it.
Okay. And then I just have it forever?
Yeah, and then in a century you can use it again.
Wait, what?
I can use it again.
Yeah. Well, this is really neat.
Wait, sorry, just to
You read it, you get +2, and then if you live long enough, you can use it again. So
I get another +2.
so
So
if you
+2
really-
is like I have that forever.
yes,
In
and it can
100
go,
years.
yeah, and you can go above 20 with it.
Nice. I
It's
need
a
that.
+2 with that stat, though, correct? That's not
Yes.
your bonus. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
just
just
that your stat goes up 2 points.
Yeah.
Dope.
Cool.
Huh? Wow,
Yeah,
there
that
sure
sounds
was
like 2 modifiers.
sure was a lot of stats here, and not the specific one I've been searching. But that's okay. I'm sure I'll find it soon.
Can
To
you
be the
all
smartest-
roll perception for me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be the smartest gnome in the world one day.
I got a 15.
I got an 8.
I got a 17.
And 11.
Rowan notices after you pull these books off that there's a small keyhole in the bookshelf.
What could that
Jaela,
Oh, I
did
forgot
you,
to also say, I totally fucked up and forgot to say there's a bunch of like the bindings of books and like basically book covers laying on the ground. They're bound in black leather, and when you open them up, all the pages have been torn out.
Oh.
Oh no, you should never do that with a book.
Why would someone do this, Toby?
Sometimes what I've done before is if I thought I was in a scrap, I'll rip out one of my pages and then put it in a secret spot.
Oh.
Yes. And then I can look at it as a spell tome. But, yeah.
Jaela, it looks like there's a keyhole over here. Did you just pick up a key?
Yeah. We could put the key in the hole.
I think we gotta try it out.
Okay. I go put the key in the hole.
Okay, you put the key in the hole, and the bookcase swings away, and there's behind it another secret bookcase.
Whoa! Real good shit.
With another keyhole.
Books. The best.
And this bookshelf is just literally filled with all of these red leather bound journals. Like a bunch of them.
Can we take one out and start reading it?
Out
loud?
Which one would you like to take out?
Are they
Wait.
numbered?
I'll say they're numbered between 1 and...
You should take out number 1, right?
Well, could we maybe should you do a check, like a check to see if there's magics and traps?
They're between
I just want
1
to
and 67.
Oh.
Jesus.
Can I pull out 23?
You pull out 23.
Okay. I've read enough fanfics to know if there's a lot of chapters, you go kind of deeper in. So
You
Yeah,
got to.
if
You
there's
cannot
something
start in the beginning. That's
interesting.
not where the good.
Okay, so you open it up.
Yes.
Okay, so inside of it, it's somebody's journal that they've been writing in, and it's like really compact, almost like tiny letters, just filling the pages. It's like I would say they're crammed onto the page, but it's very like neatly done.
Mm-hmm.
But it's essentially like 4 pages worth of writing on one page, kind of thing.
That means they have low self-esteem. That's sad. That's sad if you think about it.
And skimming over it, it essentially says like I've learned the duplication spell, which I'm using to create these secret journals, and if the master knew what I really thought, he would surely kill me and feed me to his imp. And then it goes on and talks about like essentially this like not only physical but psychological abuse.
Oh no!
And
I read this out loud to everyone.
And towards the end of it, it talks about this sort of terrible event where his master made him befriend this boy in a nearby town and lure him back to his dwelling, where the boy was used for just horrific experiments.
Oh no!
Oh, no. Golly. First of all, Jaela, don't ever read a book out loud. That's like
I do think that's how spells happen and how shit goes wrong.
that's like evil wizard stuff day 1.
Evil Wizarding 101.
Can I do an Arcana check to see a little bit about like what I know about the duplication spell and maybe why he would do it to these? Oh fuck! What's a 12 get this your boy?
You know that it's essentially a spell that like a cantrip almost that you can use to duplicate mundane items.
Mm-hmm. So, do we think that like this seems like a puzzle if you ask me? What if we took all the books off the shelf and put them on the other room, in the table or whatever?
Wait,
Sure.
does anyone have a big bag of holding? We can just put all the books in the bag.
Okay.
Oh, does anybody have a bag of holding anymore?
I mean,
I think so.
Eludra
Yeah.
was the bag of holding person before.
I have the handy haversack. We can probably assume Eludra gave us the bag of holding.
Or gave us a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hers is ruined. It's full of honey.
I guess we should also check another book too to make sure, see if it says that.
Yeah.
Okay, which
Michael,
one do you want to check?
What's the first one? 1.
The very
What's the
first
last one?
67.
What if? Yeah, let's just check the first one.
Okay. You open the first one, and it looks like sort of the handwriting of a young person. And it essentially says, Master has given me this journal to practice my writing. He says all the great wizards must be able to write. And then there's just like sort of pages and pages about how great his master is.
Okay, maybe we should pick one near the end now.
Yeah, but the last one.
Maybe the very last one.
Okay. You open the last one.
Oh man.
And you notice, as soon as you open it, you notice that there's several pages that are not like part of this bound book that appear to have just been kind of specifically put into it in different parts, like between specific pages. And there's writing in that same kind of like cramped, sort of tiny handwriting.
Yeah,
and
a little self-esteem.
Yeah. And it says, I can't believe I found my sister after all these years. I thought for sure she must have been dead. At first I couldn't believe it was her, but she even had my mother's old brass locket. And you keep flipping?
Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm hooked.
I know. I'm dying to hear what's going on.
So you get to the page where there's like the loose sort of ripped pages that are just kind of put in there. Mm-hmm. And the handwriting is this really sort of spiky kind of like much more crazy sort of handwriting.
Chaotic.
Yeah. And it says, I finally have the pure soul I need for my phylactery. It is done.
No.
It's done. Only a great holy weapon can destroy it. I will keep it hidden, keep it safe, and then nothing can defeat me.
Do we have a holy weapon, guys?
I thought you had a holy weapon.
Am I a holy weapon?
I guess so.
Oh no!
You do radiant damage.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
All this dust in here is making me cough. Michael,
and then you flip towards the end. And it says, they're at the gates. It's an army. They say that I am evil, me, the man who single-handedly saved this entire plane of existence. Let them come. They can't begin to understand my power.
Wait.
Is this Finnegan? Our Longcrier?
Is this not the end of the episode? Because I feel shook.
We're at 40 minutes.
Is Harper.
That's what I'm like almost thinking. Like I thought it was the kid from the
Yeah, and then the sister I haven't seen for a million years with the locket, and I don't remember if that was a thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking because this is like old.
Yeah, it's definitely very old.
Okay. So maybe it's something that's completely not related, and we're just jumping to crazy
fan theories.
Yeah, which I love, but wow, this is very strange. I would like to continue to study these as we continue on. Steve, can you give me a papoose?
Don't remember what a papoose is.
You just told me with one of your arms in front of me to read. Baby Bjorn me.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything else in the room?
Okay, I mean, is it too much of a stretch for my pouch to be like like bigger on the inside?
Sure. Okay. Like
Harry Potter kids.
A pouch of holding.
Yeah. Hey, sure, hop on in.
You and Baby Zena just chilling.
Is Baby Zena here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'll left my baby.
I don't want to share. So yeah, is there anything else in the room? Can we like look underneath?
Nothing
tables?
too exciting. Just a lot more of these books. And there's
when we
definitely
take
probably more info in there for mining, but
yeah. I think Toby would get carried by Steve as he reads all of the books.
So this isn't really like a new passageway or anything. It's just like a bookshelf behind bookshelf, right?
Yes, just another bookshelf.
Okay.
Who's the strongest of us? I forget.
Not Rowan.
Steve.
I am.
Steve, can you try to friggin' huck that thing out? Like, pull down the bookshelf right there. That spooky one. The
You want me
secret
to
one.
throw the whole bookshelf?
I don't know. Pull it down.
I
But don't let it fall on you. That happens to many babies and grandmas.
Give me a strength roll, Steve.
20?
You just wrench the shelf out of the wall, and there's just bare, like, naked stone
Damn.
behind it.
Well, we fucked up his shelf.
Idiot.
Did any of the stone? I touch all the stones individually? Did any even move? Did they open another
gosh.
secret door?
They move a little bit, but nothing else happens.
Just because you're so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to take as many of the other books as I can
Okay. Start chucking them, buddy.
and throw them in my backpack. But yeah, no, I want to bring all of the spooky books that are evil. And I don't know how you would want to do it, but Toby is going to start at 1, and then read 2, and then read 3, and then read 4.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think
Are
as-
we just taking
all of
a
them.
little rest while Toby is?
I always figured Toby is held like a baby as he
As we're
reads.
walking? Okay.
Yeah. I just don't want to stay in this room for another 8 days because we need to fight
With
the
the
army
yeah,
before
true.
nightfall, you know?
Okay. Yes,
Um,
that's true.
Wait, can I do a history check maybe see if I know anything about this? Ooh, finally
Sure.
good roll. I got a 25. Ooh. But basically, I just want to think of wars here.
You think that this is probably the journals of Sinu the Red.
Oh, duh. that makes a lot more sense. Sinu the Red. Well, none of us was there. I was going to ask a Sinu the Red based question. Dang. Well, I don't know anything about. Do I know anything extra about Sinu the Red that?
You know that he was a very prominent wizard who gained huge amounts of power, and then apparently it went to his head. And,
Classic.
And the realms all banded together to destroy him.
Dang. That's fricked up. And Eludra got the helm. I would probably have read this on my internet message boards. Is that what it was? Was the helm of Sinu the Red? Or was the whip was in the crypt of Sinu the Red? What was it again we got?
She got the Orb of Endless Power,
Gotcha.
and the helm was essentially like almost like a trap that released it, kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyone want to do any more perception checks just for funsies?
Yeah.
Can we redo one?
What's that?
Gotta do.
Can we
more
redo perception? Like now that we've kind of looked around and moved stuff, just to see if there's anything else that stands out.
Sorry, did you say read more or?
No,
Well, since
no.
we've
Like redo a perception.
Oh,
check.
redo
Yeah.
your perception check. Sure.
I got a 19.
I got 16.
I'm not rolling.
You feel like you've cleaned the place out. You don't think there's anything else of note.
Toby tries to break one of the chairs. I don't know. I was just.
You did.
I read about it. A book.
Hey, man.
I hurt my hand.
You got. You gotta get your aggression out sometimes,
It
you know.
hurt. I wish I didn't do it. Anyways, all right, pick me up, Steve.
Okay, in you go.
Oh, gross.
So I guess are we just continuing down this tunnel?
This is the end.
This is the end of
This is
it.
the end of
Yeah,
it.
This is the end. This is the last room.
Did we take all the paths before?
Yeah.
Did we mark on? We marked on the wall like which way we were.
I don't remember.
I think we said that.
So the previous room didn't have 4 doors.
Hmm.
The
There
previous
were,
room.
but they like, if you basically saw all there was to see in the upper chambers.
Okay.
So now we gotta go back.
All right. I guess. Well, that's.
Like some of the doors connected to other doors that you saw, you just didn't open them and see through them, kind of thing. Like 2 rooms connected, and you went into both rooms just the roundabout way.
Gotcha. And we're supposed to just believe this? Likely story.
Like, you fools, I lied. The ledge is back here, and this door you didn't open up.
It's just,
He's hiding in a broom closet.
There's It's just 20 more episodes of us being like, where do we go? He's like, I'm not telling you. You did bad.
You have to figure it out, dummies.
I just want to make it back to the Justin Bieber room.
All right, I guess we leave as I'm being carried by Steven.
Yeah.
And I'm reading.
Okay. You guys surface back up. It's getting close to nighttime. And your griffins
How
are
big
all
is the-
hanging out.
So, what did the dirt look like around the cemetery versus... Because it seems like the zombies aren't coming from this hole, correct?
The cemetery is literally like horizon to horizon.
Yeah.
It's
And I guess that's
massive.
the bodies of all the people that fought Sinu. Wait, wasn't this called the crypt? Where was this crypt?
You just were in the crypt of Sinu the Red.
Where's his body?
Well, it's gone because he's a lich now.
But where's the coffin? I say as Toby.
There was a platform that the monster was sort of leaning against that looks like a body would be laid upon it.
If it wasn't gone and stomping around,
Okay, cool.
wreaking havoc in the villages.
I have no fucking idea what to do, but let's see what's up.
I mean, there's weird steps.
Yeah. What if we? No, that won't work. I don't know. I was like, just burn down the cemetery.
Consecrate the ground.
Well, if you need
Good
anyone
guess.
to do any sneaking, Rowan's got it. If you need anyone to do any thinking, I'm not great at that part.
Yeah.
Zero
So-
intelligence.
Wait, okay, so in the journals, though, it talks about, and the journals were old, correct?
Yep.
Like they happened a long time ago. But everything that happened in the journals is happening now. So what if Sinu the Red is going to be down at the attack tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The zombies.
That's kind of
What if we hide in the crypt until nightfall and then come out the back?
Shoot him in the butt.
Shoot him in the butt, just like they did.
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna wait in the crypt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's as good a plan as any.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to come back, right?
Maybe. Yeah. What time is it? You said. I'm sorry.
It was getting close to nighttime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I was gonna say if we had more time, we'd like go in there and be like, all right, we didn't solve it. Get prepared, and then come back and then we start fighting.
But we could take a short rest, right?
Yes, you could definitely take a short rest.
Okay.
That
Let's
helps.
do that.
And Denton can heal you back up to full hit points.
Yes. Denton.
Perfect. Will he have enough healing during a battle were there to be one if he heals us?
Yeah, he's got a lot of them slots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would talk about that in game mechanics and not in game mechanics.
I guess we should ask Denton. I mean,
Oh yeah, maybe Denton
relying
has
on
info since he's all Raven Queened out.
Yeah, like does he have a holy weapon? Yada yada yada.
So what do you ask him?
Denton, do you have a holy weapon?
I can't believe she's gone.
This did not work at all.
Yeah. Wait, how long has she been dead? Can you resurrect her? I mean, I guess if she's a death knight, probably not.
No, her soul is gone.
Oh, that sucks.
That's
That's lame.
I don't have a holy weapon.
Okay.
I've heard the Raven Queen sometimes bestows really sweet ass daggers on people she favors, but I've never gotten anything like that.
Rowan, have you got anything like that?
I'm not really so much with the Raven Queen as I'm just following this guy around.
Oh, fun.
And Denton, I bet you'll get one day.
Yeah. What about you, Jaela?
If you don't die tomorrow.
I think that there's a possibility for anything.
Huh. So true. No, I didn't think about it that way. I don't like not knowing what to do. It makes me mad. Jaela, how did you guys handle it? My understanding from the internet message boards, you guys have just sometimes walked around in a circle. What about that time that Harper got so mad when you guys were supposed to go save his sister, but for some goddamn reason, you guys went and tried to find a book? That was funny.
This guy seems heated about that.
Well, I'm a huge Harper fan.
He was my brother-in-law.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So? I guess Rowan, while we're waiting, tell us a little something about yourself. What's your favorite book?
I don't really read so much.
Okay.
I like that Narnia book. We've got that in D&D.
You like Narnia? Okay.
There's a lion in it. It's pretty cool.
Where'd you get your bow?
Where did I get my bow?
Yeah.
Well, my mom gave it to me at first, which was a huge mistake on her part because I think she just wanted me to leave the house. And then I started shooting everything. And then I went out in the woods, made friends with the animals. And she's like, okay, now you really, really got to leave. Maybe you got to go hang out with your other family for a little while.
Oh, fun.
That was like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Just kidding. It was like 5 years ago.
That's true. Yeah. Does your dad like you? What's your dad like?
Oh, you mean Theon John Dane?
Theon John Dane. What's your dad like, Theon John Dane?
Oh, well, he loves me because, I mean, most people do love me, to be fair. He's a cool guy. Like, he definitely, like, funds my adventures to some extent. But, I mean, I'm going to pay him back, like, for sure. I'm definitely going to...
Sorry, she was being super quiet, and then I unmuted my mic, and she all of a sudden wasn't anymore.
So grunty. Oh, my God. So cute.
Yeah, Xena, you gotta be quiet. They're having a conversation.
Oh, my God. Okay, sorry, let me... I'm so
Not
distracted.
to interrupt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely pay him back for, you know, setting me up on all these cool adventures. That's why I'm like following Denton around all this time.
Okay. Michael, as soon as the sun sets and we start to see a little bit of, or like, I want to cast Phantom Steed so that I can have a mount.
We have horses we brought, right? And we parked them.
You have your griffins, yeah. Yeah, you have your griffins.
Oh, okay. Should we bring our griffins inside? I'm so afraid.
Yeah, they're gonna for sure get eaten by zombies. We leave them out.
Here you go, Bruno Mars.
Is Toby still reading through these books?
Yes,
and stuff?
definitely. I'm
Can you
friggin'
give me an investigation roll?
For you, anything. Toby puts
Would
on
you-
his cool glasses. Okay, let's see if I crit.
Say that.
I did? Nice. I got a 20. All right, 20 plus 10, so 30, but I got a natural 20.
Nice job. Okay, so here's what you figured out with investigating.
There's a lot of cute
There's a lot
happening.
of cute happening in our. This is why you gotta come watch our Twitch stream.
Yeah.
There's a baby. A dog just jumped up and tried to kiss Michael on the face.
Yeah, the audio's worse, but it's more fun. Kind of.
So you've kind of got a lot of it when you're reading down below, but you notice about 2/3 of the way through is where these ripped out pages start getting inserted sort of in specific places throughout the books.
Okay.
And you essentially like about halfway through, this person you assume is Sinu basically frees himself and escapes from his master, and he talks about having done terrible things, but how he's going to make up for it, and he's going to make up for it tenfold, like no, 1,000-fold, like he's going to make the world a better place.
Sure.
And then it goes on retelling like many great deeds, and how he's hunted down evil and destroyed it and saved cities and towns and whole kingdoms, and how he found this magical cloak and he used it to travel into different planes of existence, and how he single-handedly stopped the invasion of an army of strange monsters, and so on and so forth. And I mean, it sounds a little prideful and braggy, kind of like.
Eventually, yeah, like book 34, he's like, I'm kind of hot shit.
And essentially, how he's like gained a following, and he feels like people are almost worshiping him.
Ooh.
But then, about 2/3 of the way through the book, 2/3 of the way through like all of the books, you hit the first book that has pages inserted into it. And I'm gonna cough.
Do I see things like specifically special on the pages with pages inserted? If that makes sense.
So you go through like the first set, and right before the first set, where the torn pages are, there's a journal entry about how he was contacted by his old master. And how he's afraid for the first time he's been afraid in years and years and years.
Yeah.
And then the next thing after that journal entry, the next thing is these torn pages that have been inserted into the book in this sort of crazy spiky handwriting. And it says, my old master has finally paid for his years of teaching, and teaching is in quotes.
Ooh, sarcasm.
And it sort of describes in detail how he magically overcame his master and bound him to a chair and then slowly tortured and killed him.
Can someone turn a light on? I know I have dark vision, but I'm getting scared.
And then after those torn pages, the next journal entry is back in sort of that cramped handwriting, and essentially says he felt like he's lost time and he has a very bad feeling about something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Huh.
About what?
Yeah, about what, Michael?
He just has a bad feeling. He doesn't know what it's about.
Interesting. Do we have any idea? So, like, the armies of the realms defeated him, correct? That's what we know?
Defeated Sinu the Red, yes.
And the thing about him being scared is sort of, is that close to him being like the armies are outside, or?
The armies outside is like this is like 2/3 of the way through.
Okay.
And then the armies are outside. It's like the very end. And
Gotcha.
As it goes through, there's like more and more of these pages inserted, and all the pages that are inserted are always seem to usually be preceded by some anxiety, and then sort of these spiky handwriting pages of like something terrible happening.
What if he
Yeah.
has like kind of a separate personality that while he's
Right.
going through the
Yeah.
process?
That's what I was thinking.
Or it's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of the same
Or
thing.
he's like possessed. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Something like that.
Um,
And just think, like, this is Sinu's, like, I don't know, acolyte or whatever, right?
no, this is Sinu.
This is Sinu. This
Right?
is.
So this could be like the process of like literally pulling the soul out of his body.
Ah, shit. This is
Maybe.
how he became.
So you mentioned there were black binders in the room.
Right.
Would it make? I don't. I guess I'm saying is like Toby would probably want to go back and grab them and try to insert those pages in the book.
Yeah. You can grab those. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. So I do that, and now I try to like put the pages that are written and torn out, I guess, into some sort of order as far as I can tell.
Throw me another investigation roll.
You got it. God, I rolled the exact same thing as I did last time. A natural 20 again.
You miraculously open like one of the binders randomly, and you insert a page, and you can see that the tear is like perfectly like this is the page that was in this book.
Whoa.
Wow.
So there's all these basically black books that had the pages ripped out, like there were separate journals. And then,
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I want to try to like put those back together. I can do mending, so I'll use the
Oh,
cantrip
nice.
mending to kind of like seal them back together. See if that does any weird magic shit when I do that.
it seems like essentially these were like what you piece together when you do that is that these essentially were like two journals that were being written simultaneously.
Gotcha.
And then, I mean, you can the conjecture is that someone has gone through and torn out the pages and inserted them into the other journal chronologically.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So they made like, gotcha. Okay. So I was like, well, I ruined the story, but I already read it. So kind of like a real Feast for Crows situation. Dance with Dragons.
Definitely.
Well, guys, we have a lot more information, but I don't. This didn't really give us any clues, right?
Other than something was going on with Sinu that he was like splintered. Like his personality
Yeah.
was splintered.
I've never been to the astral plane, as far as I remember. I've been to many sub-dimensions, and I've been to Gnome Heaven. I've been to lots of places, but I've never... What if I just went to the astral plane and just, like, looked around for a second?
I don't think it could hurt.
But, okay.
You can't go for that long.
I disappeared.
Wow.
Okay,
Or
Rowan.
do I have to attune to my cloak?
You do have to attune it.
So I probably can't do that. Okay.
I mean, you can say it's attuned. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
But you only can attune 3 things, and this is one of the 3 things you've attuned now.
Yeah, I don't think I have that many attuned. Yeah, this will only be my second. 'Cause I only have. Oh wait, this is my third. Okay. Or. Yeah. I put on this robe, but I also put my mantle spell resistance on top of it as well. I think I would have had advantage. Now I'm porn. Let's go. Yeah, I teleport myself to the astral plane just to look around. I don't know. Hell.
Toby enters the astral plane.
And my logic here is this is his robe, right?
Yes.
So like he's afraid of some sort of whatever. So my heart, it's probably like attuned to like where his ass goes.
Oh, maybe.
I do that.
Toby enters the astral plane.
That's my favorite children's book.
Toby enters the astral plane, and what he sees blows his mind.
Right out the
What is
back
it?
of his skull.
And we'll find out what it is next week
No, Michael, we just
on the
started.
Drunks and Dragons podcast.
What he sees will shock you.
You won't believe what Toby sees in the astral plane next week on the Drunks and Dragons podcast.
Brazzers.
Wizards hate him.
Amelia, read some feedback.
Amelia, get on it. Learn to
Amelia?
read.
Jennifer, do you want to read since Bachmann has a baby?
Yeah, I can do that. Except for this.
We can do it here.
Yeah,
'cause
thank
that's-
you.
That way the stream can't see the
Okay.
passive aggressive reviews.
Okay. By Mzungu21. Great pod. Even better cast. You guys are great. I started listening shortly after I decided to start my own D&D group, and you're all hilarious. Even opened a Twitch account just to watch you live. D&D goals, find yourself an NPC that looks at your character like Jaela does at Eludra. Real life goals, find yourself a partner that looks at you the way Tim and Jennifer look at each other. Aww.
Gross.
Cute. D-Town Pod says, so good, I don't care. The podcast is so good that even though subscribing to it was the last thing I did before my phone started acting like it was rolling worse than Jennifer during the recaps, I'm still subscribed and I'm listening to it anyway. Hey, I'm rolling a lot better now, so I hope your phone's doing better. This app is a waste of time from Canada. Drunken shenanigans. D&D slightly drunk, sometimes not slightly, shenanigans, but always funny. I love listening to this each week, and I can't wait to hear what's going on.
Good day.
Nick Taylor, 1990, says, best storytelling podcast available. I've been listening to this podcast for the last 3 months, and it's never disappointing. The cast is always interesting and have a banter that will make you laugh until you get a dragon boner. I tell everyone about this podcast that has any interest in tabletop gaming. If you're a fan of gamers that truly channel their characters and get a little ridiculous, this is a podcast for you. J Wade 39 says, Mike Bachmann is a genius. What the title says. Call Me Cabbage says, time to get sappy. This podcast has been a light in the dark of my ongoing existential crisis since graduating college in 2014. Since then, I've had a taste of what rock bottom feels like, and I'm currently navigating one of my biggest creative doldrums to date. But I know that all things take time, and as long as I have the antics of these courageous and hilarious heroes to ease a couple of hours of my day, I can come back. When in doubt, slide flourish. You can do it, Call Me Cabbage.
You can do it.
You can do it.
We're all called cabbage now.
You cabbage.
Yeah. QN3 says, listen, laugh, repeat. You guys crack me the bleep up. The podcast was recommended by my nephew, and I was a little hesitant. Well, should have started it the day he told me about it. I don't know how Thricky puts up with all the shenanigans. You guys making me listen to D&D. Wait, you guys make listening to D&D way too much fun, and give me so many ideas on how to drive my DM crazy. Can't wait to see you at GeeklyCon 2018.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Not Rub 6 says, I hate that I'm running out of episodes soon. I lost my D&D group that needed to fill my fix, and luckily found this podcast a few months back. Since then, I've listened through every episode, and I'm glad to be a slapper. Thank you, Thrifty, Jennifer, Nika, and Bachmann for the amazing show you made. And Tim, I guess. That's
Yeah.
nice to Timmy. Ebrithil Sirush says, awesome podcast. Just started listening when I ran out of episodes on my re-listen of Authors and Dragons. I'm looking forward to the next 230 episodes of you guys. I've also recently started playing D&D, so I'm amused to listen to a bunch of other people stumbling through the game, even if it is 40 at this point. Loving it so far. Hope the Doorblade stays popular.
He does.
Well, buddy, got some news for you. He's dead.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Like Taylor Swift in the song.
That it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for 1 week's worth of
Yeah.
reviews.
It is.
Thanks, everybody. Those are so incredibly helpful. I cannot tell you how helpful they are. Thank you. Please keep them coming.
Yes.
If you want to get in touch with us, we're on twitter.com at GeeklyInc or at D&D Podcast. I am at Thrifty Nerd.
I am at Tim Lanning.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
I am at Nika_Howard. That's real rude, Amelia.
Zena.
Amelia and I are at the Mike Bachmann.
Didn't get your fill of action and adventure in this episode of Drunks and Dragons? Well, make sure to head over to GeeklyInc.com where you can find other thrilling podcasts, the hottest nerd news, fan art to make you blush, and gear to level up your adventuring quest. When you've finished reading aloud from an evil journal, head on over to iTunes to leave us a 5-star rating and review. Also, don't forget to head over to patreon.com/DND podcast where you can donate a monthly amount to help us make this podcast better with each episode. New episodes come out every Monday, so go subscribe, get your quest log filled, and get ready for things to get dicey.
Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week. Until then, keep it dicey.
Dicey.
Stirping expert.
Guys, I got real tired at the end. Woo,
No.
boy. I was like, ugh.
I'm gonna be really excited if when we start the next episode, Toby is
I
amazing
think
what
we
he sees.
peed.
Absolutely nothing.
I need to remember, and I'm just going to tell you now, whenever Toby is gone, I would tell Rowan to keep an eye out for Toby, because I think he has a thirst for knowledge and a skewed
We're not
image
recording.
of power. I know, right? I'm saying it because I'll probably forget, so I just want to
Okay.
say it so that someone else can help me remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he's, man, yeah. I feel like for sure.
Because Toby's so... I think Toby would just kind of fall into it. He wouldn't mean
Yes.
to.
He's not smart enough.
He's
he's
too smart. He's too smart for his own good. Oh my gosh, Amelia is so cute.
What a baby.
Okay, I exported. I'm leaving.
Bye, Mike Bachman. Bye, Amelia. I'm out.
Goodbye.
What a cute baby.
I'm a baby. I love how grunty she is.
Babies are gross.
She grunt.
I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
I hope you guys feel
just
better.
showed Up, so
Same.
I'm gonna
We did it though. We have a little break till we record
I
again.
know. It's going to be a long
It's so
time,
weird.
right?
I think
The
that's
30th.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, wow, 17 days.
Man, Toby's just going to be floating in the astral plane.
Oh my gosh, for 17 days.
He's been going to a lot of other planes recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. All right, buddies. I'll talk
right.
to you later. Mike, I'll see you Thursday.
Michael, I'll see you Thursday.
Yay! I can't wait. It's going to
Nika,
be fun.
I'll see you.
In hell.
I mean, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Please
without
don't
Nika.
have fun without me. I did see what
You
you
want
talked
anything.
about bringing BSG, you motherfuckers.
Bye, stream. I'm going to turn it off. I
Bye,
love you,
guys.
stream.
Bye.